What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be discussing BOS, okay, which stands for break of structure. This is in fact a very simple thing, but a lot of people don't necessarily understand the true form and the true importance of a break of structure. So today we're going to be going down, in fact, it is one of the basic, it is one of the foundations, but it is one of the most important. Like, if you don't understand it, then you're going to have a lot of issues, because you're going to end up on a lot of trades that are on the incorrect side of the market, and you're getting into like fake reversals and all this stuff. So break of structure is very important. Now, before I get started, you guys already know that there's going to be a lot of value in this video, so go down to the scroll down below, drop a like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and as well as that, if you are interested in getting our signals, we have been killing it recently, and getting access to our smart money course, order flow course, the app, all that good stuff, head down to the description below, go to fuacademy.io and check out our packages there. In fact, we have a discount code that is about to end tomorrow that gives you 50% off. It's gonna pop right now on the screen, but that is ending tomorrow, so make sure you avail of that ASAP. That's 50% off all of the packages. Okay, so let's get right into this. Let me put myself up here. Perfect. So break of structure is very simple. So what a break of structure is a change of character, okay, a change of character to the opposite direction of where the market is going. So for example, if structure is to the downside and structure is keeping its proportions, so structure is making a lower low, okay, it's pulling back, it's making a lower high, it's making a new lower low, it's making a lower high. Structure, the trading ranges, okay, are in proportion, they're perfect, okay, it's making a low, it's pulling back up, but it's not breaking the previous high. And then once it forms a new low, breaks the previous lower low, okay, makes a new lower low, and then pulls back, makes a new lower low. Everything is in proportion, everything is going great. Okay, now what a break of structure is, this pullback, okay, up until here, this is a pullback, this is a pullback, this is a pullback, and then price eventually breaks this previous lower high. So this LH gets broken, and then you have a lower low right here, and this LH gets broken, and then price comes back down. Now it doesn't make a new lower low, and it ends up making another higher high, and then the structure changes. So basically you have a structural shift, okay, right inside of here, and this is what a break of structure is for us. Now, drawing it out is very simple, but actually applying it to the chart is where sometimes it gets a bit difficult. So let's go and take a look at price action right here. So with a break of structure, in fact, as I said, it is very simple. There's a few confirmations that we look for break of structure. I'm not going to go through all of them, because break of structure, even though it is a very simple foundational type concept, it can really be delved in depth. You can really delve deep with it, and there's a lot of things to discuss about it. So I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible, and then I'm going to leave obviously the course, do the rest of that, and delve deeper into break of structure. Okay, so a break of structure obviously to the downside can occur. Like you can have a break of structure to the downside, you can have break of structure to the upside. A break of structure doesn't necessarily mean a reversal. Okay, it just simply means that a previous low or a high has been broken. Okay, so for example, if we are in a downtrend and we're creating a lower low, we're pulling back, we're creating a lower low, we're pulling back. This right here is a break of structure. We broke structure to the downside. This right here is a break of structure. We broke structure to the downside. We like to mark this as BOS, and yeah, BOS. This is called a BOS, break of structure. Now, let's say that our break of structure though occurred, let's say our break of structure occurred to the upside. This is where we potentially spot reversals now. So what I like to do with break of structure, I like to simplify it. So what I like to do is, if I'm looking at bear structure and I'm looking for bullish structure, a shift to the upside, then what I like to do is mark my most recent low, the most recent low right here, mark it as number 1, and mark the lower high, the most recent lower high, as number 2. Okay, and break of structure would simply be break above this most recent lower high, and it has to be a break up above the wick. I need a break up above the wick, and I need to make sure that price closes a bottle candle close, not a simple wick like this. If it just wicks above and it doesn't close with a full body, then for me this is just considered a liquidity purge. So I need a full body close, just like so. So the fact that we got the full body close up above this level, perfect. Now all I wait for is a retracement back down. Okay, our retracement back down to the 2, and away we go, and we can look for our buys. So up until this point, I can probably look for a buy right here. Okay, my buy, I can look for a buy right here up until right here, and then I will look for sells. The minute I get a break of structure right here though, now I can look for more buys, and I can spot other higher time frame point of interest. Yes, the break of structure occurred on a 1 hour perspective. Okay, we had a bearish structure on a 1 hour. We broke structure right here, pulled back, another lower low, broke structure again, pulled back, broke structure again, and now we had so it was bearish on the lower time frame on a 1 hour perspective. But you got to remember, just because it broke structure on a 1 hour 15-minute time frame, it doesn't mean that it broke structure on the daily. So it doesn't mean that structure, just because it broke structure on the 1 hour to the upside, it doesn't mean that's going to be bullish for like 3-4 days. It just simply could be a break of structure which is simply a pullback, and then price could continue down. So for example, yes, we have a break structure on the 1 hour. We clearly now formed a new trend to the upside. This is a bullish trend. If you take a look at the weekly, okay, we are still in a bearish structure. Okay, for me, I would need to see this. So this will be my number 1. This will be my number 2. I would need to see this most recent lower high being broken. Then now I can look for higher price action like this. Okay, so the structure right here for me would have changed. So why is this break of structure very, very important? Well, when it comes from an institutional perspective, you need a break of structure in order for you to be able to obviously buy or sell the institutional candle. So that is like my confirmation that price is going to go into that trend. Bear in mind though, sometimes the break of structure, sometimes you do get like a fake out, even though the candle will close above. But it is very rare. Usually with the fake out, it'll just be a simple wick. Just liquidity purge, liquidity clearance, whatever you want to call it. So in this scenario right here, I can look for buys from this 4-hour institutional candle. So I would take a look at the 4-hour. I want a retracement back here. For me, this is a beautiful, beautiful setup because we broke structure, we cleared liquidity topside, we broke structure, and we closed above all these wicks. So any structure, even on the hard time frame potential structure, we've broken structure on all time frames. So for me, you guys can see how extremely bullish we are on gold at the moment. This was a very strong candle. From anywhere we come back into these levels, I will look to buy. We come back into the 4-hour IC, I will look to buy. Okay, multiple places. This is why the break of structure right here was very, very important for me. Now let's take a look at this scenario. For example, right here we had the most previous high. Okay, so we would have had my number 1, my number 2. Look at the pullback. Up until here, we're looking for sells, we're looking for sells. Now we start reaching up this high. The fact that I didn't body candle close above this high, okay, above this right here, then for me, that's just a liquidity clearance. It's actually not a true break of structure. So let's zoom in right here. You guys can see we put it up right here. We did not get a body close above. We simply just went up, wicked above, cleared liquidity to the upside, and then we just made a reversal to the downside. And that is why we simply continued to the downside once again. And yeah, so our trend is bullish right here. But once again, on a weekly time frame perspective, remember, this is the high that we need to see broken. This is our number 2 in order for a true break of structure to form. So that is simply that, guys. Break structure, very, very important. As I said, we do delve deeper into it, into the course. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Once again, guys, don't forget to drop a like, drop a sub. As well as that, make sure to head down into the description down below and get access to our free Discord server. A lot of good smart money traders in there. So yeah, our public chat is very, very good if you are interested in joining. Other than that, I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Bye bye.